Hello. Our favorite child prodigy, fighting professionally since high school, is now a full-grown man and once again representing the embodiment of mad skills. That said, let's take a closer glance at his most recent bout. First thing we should notice is his stance. His lead foot is slightly pointed in and his back foot is pointed out, keeping both hands up but having his body sideways, which reduces his overall surface area. This is the foundation for his entire style. With his rhythm, cycling weight distribution from lead foot to back foot, he keeps his feet very low to the ground each step, which makes his habitual movement harder to time against. His style is very calm, lulling you into a false sense of security. All of this further is the foundation for his brilliant timing. Here, watch out with his power jab. When he steps in, his lead foot points in, which turns his body in. That rotation is what gives his jab so much oomph. When it connects, it mitigates possible follow-up against it by blasting his opponent's back. When he commits to power for his backhand, his technique is near perfect. Breaking his stance, he explodes in bladed with a wider foot position, which also lowers his level innately, sinking into his mass. Sinking into your mass as you enter in with a punch reduces the resistance of gravity as you accelerate forward, which slightly increases the speed of entry. Innately, it makes you feel more natural and solid as you move into then connect, especially as you've also lowered your center of gravity, connecting from a more balanced position. Note also how both feet move together. When he rotates his back foot and hip into the blow, he's maintained perfect balance throughout the entire technique. This is fundamental to Tenshin's ability to deliver rapid combinations. If you lose balance, it's very difficult to effectively transfer your body weight. By always maintaining your feet in a balanced position under you, you can continuously chain into different strikes, recover, or even counter from your initial strike. Naturally, every time Tenshin commits to his cross, he slips his head to the outside of his opponent's lead. This moves his head off the center line, which reduces the likelihood of getting stifled or stuffed by his opponent's jab. Tenshin has been blasting his opponent's back with a powerful cross, and each time his opponent has been lowering his hands at a distance, indicating a moment of comfort, a place where he feels comfortable, almost like he's mentally resetting. Tenshin Nasukawa cues onto this behavior, makes the read, then follows through from his cross instantly. That one moment of indecision had Suakim too slow to block down the center line. Note also how his hands are lower. He was caught off guard. Perfect entry. This technique here resembles more so one from Muay Thai than karate. Note how Tenshin's hips move into the strike. It's a teep. A karate push kick doesn't have the same deep penetration as Muay Thai's teep, as the hips do not sink into the blow the same way. That said, I'm still blown away by how the Thais figured all of this out in a way that's so different yet so effective comparatively to other styles. They seem like simple, kind people, but they have this really keen, intuitive sense for reality. Clearly, Tenshin Nasukawa is not only a Kyokushin Karate fighter, but does also have Muay Thai's influence drilled into his body as well. This appears to be his advantage, a knowledge advantage combining disciplines. You can even see him use the same Thai foot tap time to time as well, way of keeping himself light and ready to check kicks or even teep. With this foot tap, he can feint the check while testing his opponent's reaction to see if he can drag himself closer to his opponent. Tap, drag, tap is a common technique, working also momentarily to mask when stepping out to a powerful roundhouse for the back leg. It's a game of inches, a game where the truth lies in the simple subtleties. Tenshin Nasukawa is an open-minded mixed martial arts with Kyokushin as his base. Pair that with his status as a southpaw, his keen sense for timing, and creative shot selection. It's no wonder why he's overwhelmed so many of his opponents thus far. Here, we'll see that Kyokushin base in full effect with one of his signature karate moves, the Rolling Thunder. One of the advantages a southpaw has is when you fire an orthodox roundhouse to their body, it hits their stomach instead of liver, meaning they can deal with the blow a lot better. Meanwhile, if a southpaw hits you clean against body with their left leg, you'll feel a drop in your pressure from the liver fluids entering your stream. You seize up from the soft tissue damage and you want to pass out from the liver's forced secretion of liver fluids. Luckily, the liver is incredible at regenerating itself, so as long as you take care of your body. Back to the kick. Tenshin eats it, sees the incoming punch to bunt him off the kick. Now watch how he slips to the outside of the punch, then follows through with the momentum, throwing his right shoulder towards the ground. Out from the abyss emerges his foot. Boom! His opponent's forehead crashes against the heel as he sought to brace the impact. He's conscious receiving the blow. The ties are incredibly durable, tough. He's perfectly fine with medical staff ready to take care of him just in case. Unfortunately though, for Suakim Saenchai, receiving the blow led to a doctor's stoppage. Thus from here, Tenshin Nasukawa has won the fight. This was another brilliant instance of Tenshin Nasukawa's prowess. The Japanese are some of the most talented people I've ever seen. Their attention to the simple details, refining them near perfect while still holding open-mindedness to adopt other techniques. Maybe it's the philosophy they live by. As, the Thais and the Japanese both have this in common. Both are very Buddhist, which emphasize a content diligence towards refining simplicity. Perhaps that philosophy is the solid foundation they harness for everything else they beautifully express. Up above, so below. In all these humble yet prideful people, their warrior spirit is definitely something we can all learn from, regardless of your path in life. May it inspire us to adopt a bit more content diligence to the simple fundamentals of our own lives. Thank you, Tenshin Nasukawa and Suakim Saenchai, for this lesson. If you'd like to stay elevated, please like and subscribe for more. Thank you if you did. It truly does help the channel. Thank you. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.